टू द चैनल फ्रेंड्स, स्वागत है आप सभी का यहाँ पे एक इम्पॉर्टेंट अपडेशन पोस्ट में. So let's discuss that. So kindly make sure to share this update if possible, and you can like the efforts here. So injustice that is being done to the pensioners in the banking industries who retired after November 2012. Supreme Court upheld the definition of pay as per the Bank Employees Pension Regulations 1995 for calculation of pension. In the judgment pronounced on 13th of February 2018, White Canara Bank versus Savitri Benu Gopal. And among other things, the court has observed the following, which are relevant to the bank employees who retired after November 2012. So there cannot be two pay scales, that is one for the purpose of calculation of salary, the other for calculation of pension. In other words, the pay taken for calculation of salary should be reckoned for the purpose of pension also. And in case of employees retired on or after 1st November 2012, the bank had introduced a new pay called special pay, which was eligible for payment of DA etc., but keep it out of the preview for calculation of pension for retirees under the 10th bipartite settlement with a clause as under quote, special allowance with effect from 1st November 2012. With effect from 1st November 2012, officers shall be paid special allowances as under, that is scale 1 to 3 7.75 percentage of basic pay plus applicable dearness allowance thereon. Scale 4-5, that is 10% of basic pay plus applicable dearness allowances thereon. Scale 6-7, 11% of basic pay plus applicable dearness allowances thereon. So note, the special allowance with applicable DA. So the said Honorable Supreme Court judgment has very clearly laid down that the above system of paying two pay scales, one for the purpose of calculating salary and the other one for calculation of pension, is illegal. The special allowance, which was carved out of the basic pay portion and given a new nomenclature with intention to deprive the actual pension benefit of pensioners, so with a view to manage the cost agreed upon and benefit only the existing staff, and the 10th bipartite settlement signed between the unions and IBA through the above said new allowance, which was a part of basic pay for calculation of salary, did not find a place for calculation of pension. Thereby the banks, in agreement with IBA, had two separate set of calculations for salary and pension. So now the Honorable Supreme Court has held that there cannot be two separate calculations for salary and pension. The banks have to include the new allowance paid. So the act of introducing two separate scales for calculation of salary and pension has resulted in reduction of pension payment to the retired bank employees, which also resulted in recovery of pension paid to the pensioners according to the earlier settlement. So normally the revision of salary for employees of insurance sector is on the same pattern followed in banking industry, as both banking and insurance come under the same finance ministry, but strangely this injustice has been avoided in insurance sector wage revision. The Honorable Supreme Court judgment now provides relief to the pensioners. The ministry has to instruct the Indian Bank Associations to take corrective measures and calculate pension for the retirees on the basis of 10 months average emoluments as defined in Regulation 2D of Regulations of 1995, specified that the average of the pay drawn by the employee during the last 10 months of his service in the bank shall be taken as and pay arrears from date of retirement. So with this, the retired bank employees will get a refund of recovery made on illegal recovery of pension, get the basic pension refixed at legitimate levels, get arrears on gratuity commutation of pension. So this gives great relief to the retired staff who solely depend on pension and superannuation benefits for